Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is, what day is it today? September the 18th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. If you're watching this on YouTube, also thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Absolutely. Before we get into the scenario, I am just going to do a quick show and tell. Here is a new scenario that will be part of the DLC, the TET DLC. So this is one of the first scenarios that I'm scripting for the DLC, and we can expect that hopefully early in the new year. I'm just going to show you what's involved with the scripting, and this is incomplete obviously, and I haven't tested it, but I'm just going to show you my thought process behind the scripting. So right now you'll see that I have a VC local force company highlighted. It's this company here, and over here that's this company here, and that company is identified by the 1506, and if you look at the unit identifier, it's also 1506. It consists of 3 platoons with an RPG team, and over here, so this is the Lua file, just as an FYI. I've started scripting what I want that company to do. So no matter what, it starts off here. It says, okay, we're going to highlight the entire company, and then it's saying here, if this variable is not true, then we're going to basically, right now it's going to just define another variable, and right now that variable is 0. So on the first turn it's going to come to here and look at this and go, okay, so there's nothing here, so let's take a look at this. And what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these 4 objectives, which, let me show you, are here. So the 4 objectives that we're talking about are here. There's 33, 34, 35, and 36. So it's going to randomly sort these, and then after that it's going to retain that in this thing here. So once it's figured out whatever order that's going to be, then it's going to attack that section, these objectives, in the order that it was randomly done. So it's going to go, it's going to take this company and go, okay, so first we're going to say, it says starts with 36. It's okay, all right, we're going to go down and attack 36 first, and then we're going to attack whatever the rest of the order is. Once that's all done, and once all those objectives are secured, we're just going to defend there, and then flag it so that, hey, we did this job, what's our next job? And then it's going to come down to here and say, okay, this is our next job. Hey, Red Sox cutie, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Time to shoot some stuff. Isn't that the truth? Yes, senseless violence is going to be coming with as soon as I finish explaining this. So once it does this first objective, and that is to secure all these 4 things, what we're going to do is say, hey, we did this, now what are we going to do now? And well, what are we going to do now is we're going to do, similar to the above, we're going to do a die roll to see where we're going to attack. We have 3 options here. We're going to attack left, we're going to attack center, we're going to attack right. You can make as many of these as you want. I usually just use 3 just for simplicity. I mean, I could go into multitude of options, but in this case we're just going to do it for 3. So say it chooses attack left. The random pick is going to be attack left. What's it going to do? Alright, so if it's not at AppCho, let's find out where AppCho is. Oh, it's so slow. So AppCho is actually down here. It's a small little town, and there's a few objectives around there. So if this hasn't been complete, if this is not true, it's going to go down and attack sequentially 37, 38, 39. So it's going to come down this road, attack 37, 38, and 39, and then once it's done that, it's going to defend at objective 38. Therefore, that's going to be true. And then if that's true, we're just going to hang out here and defend. And if any Arvin come here within our line of sight, we're going to go attack them if they're between 1 and 2 units. Otherwise, we're just going to hang around. And that's all. So that's what happens if we choose left. But what happens if we choose center? Well, if it is center, we're going to go a different direction. We're going to go over to this side. And we're going to firstly attack randomly here. Again, we're shuffling these objectives, and these objectives are 29, 30, and 32, as identified here, and it's called Apgoy-Dang, which is what I've created my variable to be. So it's going to go in there, and if they're not owned, we're going to attack them, and we're going to attack them, in this case, the first, whichever one we choose is going to be attacking normally, then attack strong, and then attack normal. And we need to, we're going to, this here says that, so we're attacking whatever one, that say it's 29, that comes up first. We're going to attack that normally, but we're not going to go back to it if it gets retaken. That's what the false means here. But if attack 30, we're going to attack strong, but we are going to go back to that one, just in case we have to. So this is random. This will be totally random in the sense that this is going to get shuffled. So it could be 32 first, it could be 30 first, it could be whatever first. But yeah, if that's the case, then we're going to say, all right, this is, we've now done that. What's the next thing we're going to do? And then it's going to say, okay, you've done that. Now we're going to go into the town itself. We're going to start assaulting Bentray itself. In this case, we're going to attack sequentially these two locations. We're going to attack 27 and 22. Once that's done, then we've successfully completed that mission. We're going to move on to the next mission. Now the next mission here, we've done another die roll. We're saying, okay, what are we going to do now? Again, we're going to do attack left, attack center, or attack right based on this variable here. So it'll be a die roll, and it'll say, all right, what are we going to do? And in this case, if we attack left, we're going to do another shuffle, and we're going to attack this area in here with 26. So 18, 19, 20, and 26. We're going to variably attack this particular location. Once that's complete, then we're hanging out there, and we're just going to defend the primary location, which is this MacV compound. Are they going to get in there? Who knows? Because that's going to be a very heavily defended location with very good American units. That's if it happens left. What happens if we go center? Well, here we have more fun. We have different locations. We're going to do the first thing. We're going to attack those things again. But then, instead of just defending, we're going to do another die roll and another shuffle where it's going to clear out the western side of Bentray. So, if it successfully does that, then we're going to have it defending around objective 17. Now, I haven't done left yet, so we'll have to figure out what that's going to be. But this gives you an idea of there's so many things that you can do with just simple scripting to have the and variability within the scenario. So someone playing it will experience a different thing every time. So keep in mind, this is just one company, and there are, I think, 8 different rifle companies from the BC that are going to be attacking this town. So the trick is to, how is this particular company going to interact with the other ones and still be, be useful in the sense that it's going to attack with these 3 companies, with the other 3 companies, and try and make sure that this whole thing is captured while defending it properly in case of a Arvin counterattack, which we are fully expecting. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that we are making progress, and that's kind of cool. Now, the fun part. Let's go back into our scenario. You're welcome, Red Sox Cutie. Glad you found that useful. We are going to resume the game. Load her up. And let's look at the overview map while we're waiting for that to load. So here's the overall situation. We are in day 2 of this scenario. I've placed all my units where they're starting right now based on our current turn. Let's start up in the north. So here we have our LRPs. They're still operating in Cambodia. We do get points for that, so that's good. we have the 2nd 28th. The main task force is going to be flying towards this new firebase that we're building, which is just on the northern tip of area Georgia. We have our engineering task force clearing LTL 17 here, this loop portion here of the road, although the engineer hasn't started that yet because it's still trying to build an improved position up at Loch Ninh, but that'll be getting there soon. 1st 16th, they've started moving into area Minnesota, and we've already started building this firebase. This area will be pretty quick to clear, so we're kind of happy about that. Day 2 should be relatively simple. We're just gonna do some stuff and hang out and chill. Mostly it's going to be moving the new battalion, which is operating way the heck down here. So we had a whole bunch of reinforcements come in, and most of those are the vehicles of the 2nd Infantry Battalion, as well as the Armored Cavalry Unit of the 1st to the 4th. And I don't remember how many. I don't know if we have 2 cavalry troops or squadrons, or just no troops. Yeah, sorry, 2 cavalry troops or 1 down here. At least there's 1. The rest of the infantry has decided to land at Phuoc Vinh, so we need to go there and bring them by helicopter, which means we need to start ferrying helicopters. I need to do some helicopter management today to make sure that we can get all these guys back up to here. The main problem is that there's no supply units down here, so any refueling is going to have to be done up here at Chon Thanh and to go back and forth. I don't know how many helicopters we're going to need or how many we can release. Maybe all the helicopters that are at An Loc can come down here to start transferring these troops. We do need some more transport helicopters, but right now we're limited, so I have to do what I can. Otherwise, headquarters, the 3rd Brigade headquarters, we're sending it all the way up to An Loc, as well as this artillery battery headquarters. We're going to send that up to An Loc. And these 2 units down here, all the vehicles that have just come on, they're all going to Chon Thanh, and we're going to be starting to set up a base here. So that's the plan so far. Let's get into it. We are on turn 65, so we're 5 turns in of day 2. Let's go start from the top just to see where we are. Our LRRP, we're just hanging out here. He doesn't have any ammo, so we can't lay an IED. We're waiting for him to improve. This guy, he's stuck on the trail. Alright, that's fine. And we do have helicopters transporting units. What's this? Oh, we have our battery. This company is waiting for a ride, basically. Oh, there we go. This did not build what I want him to build yet. Actually, we can move this truck right around. So here's our new firebase for where we're going to be building it, and we've started to dig in here already. We haven't built our trenches yet. We will be landing here shortly, and we do have some infantry all around. So we're going to start securing this area because this is where we're going to be spending the night, and we want to make sure that it's safe. This is, let's turn on the label, LZ Georgia 1, and we have to clear area Georgia. Let's just take a look and see how bad that's going to be. This all in here is area Georgia. There's not a lot to capture. It doesn't look like it'll take a big part of the day, which is good. And to the south of that is also our next objective, which is area Minnesota, which is even smaller. We should wrap that up pretty quick, and we'll just focus on building this base. Maybe send out a patrol or 2, and also we have to keep an eye on area Alaska because we have cleared it, but that doesn't mean the VC aren't going to go back. So we want to have a unit that is going to act as a fire brigade. So maybe one of the companies will leave. What shall we do with it? Maybe we'll leave it truck bound, and that way if we need to go back to secure an area, we can just send the trucks to go do that. All right, here we're done. Here we are Yeah, we don't have enough points to land, so we're going to wait till next turn to do that. Otherwise, that's all we're going to do there. Let's go down south. So our next objective is here. For the second, it's just clearing area Arizona. Again, if you look, there's not very many objectives in here, so it should go fairly quickly. We are starting to build defenses here around this airfield. You can see my dozer has built some trenches in this wooded area. And yeah, we're just going to start building probably some additional trenches and whatnot around as a ring, just to protect it. And then we'll also do the same, add some additional trenches and whatnot around Chon Thanh, just to be safe. Alright, let's go down south on the road. These guys have all moved. Let's continue down. These guys have all moved. That's ready for a future battalion. These guys have all moved as well. We see some misguidedness here, unfortunately. These Arvin are all, and these are the troops that have arrived, just came as reinforcements. They all landed here by, we'll just say, an AC-130 or something like that, and now they're hanging out, waiting for helicopters. Now, that's what we're going to do. Do we have any helicopters? No, we have to send... We have to land these guys, and then we're going to ship our helicopters all the way to the south. So we're going to do that next turn. So let's end the turn here. And continue. There are VC moving in the background. I'm going to move my microphone. Sorry. Hope you can hear me okay. Keeping an eye on these trails to make sure that we don't see any NVA or porters or anything like that. We haven't come across any yet, so I'm wondering where they are. And we haven't seen anything or hit our IEDs that we've planted. Kind of nervous being on this trail here, but I think we're going to this location here. That way we can see multiple trails. Oh no, we're gonna go up here. That's a better location. Yeah, there is a lot of movement. A lot of movement, Red Sox cutie, holy crap. Oh, there's our turn now. We have more reinforcements. That's good. 3 airstrikes are remaining. 7 headquarters, unidentified supply, which makes sense because we're moving a whole bunch of stuff. 3 units low on ammo, and 2 improved positions. Oh, that's good. What's this? These are our helicopters that we're sending all the way up to this new airfield up here. Oh, my sound. Hang on a second. I need to fix that. 1 second, because that's going to drive me crazy. What do we need? Public. This is the 1.23 update. Sorry. I just want to make sure that we can hear all the proper sounds. Oops. And let's go back up here. Data. Vietnam master data. Sounds. And we're just going to make sure that I grabbed the latest EXEs. Ah, darn it. There we go. Now, let's go back in and hope that it works. So, just as an FYI, even though it says 1.3, these are actually going to be 1.23, which should be available sometime next month. 1.3 is going to be a major update for play-by-email play, but we decided that we're going to release something before Christmas. The play-by-email stuff won't be ready yet. So we're going to release everything that we've been doing up to this point, which includes a bunch of different things. Next time I'll go over that. But I need to make sure that... Now, where are our helicopters? Is it going to work? There we go. Excellent. So I'm going to put these helicopters on the ground. Oh, no, I'm not. Because they don't have enough action points. Alright, let's continue moving from the north. This guy, he's going to go all the way in there if we can. Oh no! And just like that, I lost my frickin' LRP team. Oh man. That is terrible. Terrible! And it was a sniper. Frickin' sniper right there. Man, that sucks. Frustrating. What do you do, though? Nothing you can do about that. Okay, let's bring these guys over here. So annoying. And we're gonna move our helicopters. Oh, look, we built some trenches. Yay! We're on the ground. Let's move these mortars. Let's dig these guys in over here. We have some gunships. We have some additional helicopters. I can't believe I lost my team. That just sucks. That sucks. Why can't I unload? Oh, because it's overstacked. That's why. Let's unload now. So I'm just flying. We're going to head towards the other objective up there to grab our rest of the company and as well as refuel. My snipers are never that effective. Yeah, I know, right, Red Sox Cutie? Man, I think the problem was it's only they're one strength point unit and it was firing at 1 hex away. So even though I have good defense, it was a bad day. You know, it makes me consider improving that defensive because I think the sniper attacks at a 12, which is good for the sniper but bad for my teams, obviously. Something to consider. And plus, the Arvin, they also get some additional points for taking out my team there. We're going to build a vehicle bridge. Oh, look at that. Right off the top, we built it. Perfect. Oh, and look at that. There's our roadblock right there. So we're going to take a walk. We can load up this guy next turn. Bring our jeeps over. And over here, yeah, if I recall correctly, we had another bad day. So there's a landing zone here. Can we unload? No, we can't unload. We're going to unload next turn and start walking this machine gun down the road, and we're going to meet up with this machine gun somewhere in the middle, and we're just going to secure this element here. Then we still need that engineer. Is that engineer? Oh, it finally did its job. Yay! Okay, can we load? No. Okay. So this engineer needs to come over here and start clearing the blocks and the mines all along this route in order to make sure that we have that particular section clear. We will send some infantry out to start. What's this? There's another. Yeah, we need to build another bridge over here. So this bridge engineer is going to come here, build a bridge across this stream so we can clear out the rest of this area, which we need some infantry to do that. But we do have infantry coming, so that's okay. These guys up here, we're going to continue laying IEDs to protect. Oh, and that worked. Heck yeah. We have 2 IEDs set. We're going to do 2 more right in front of this side. And yeah, that should keep us safe. Let's see. Our civil affairs units have moved. Let's go over here at our fire base. We'll have helicopters coming in slowly but surely to start hauling everyone out. We're going to leave that task force headquarters to be the last one there. Now we're going to move this machine gun over here just to make sure that we have good eyes in case some bad things happen. And these guys are still waiting. I'm going to fly around a bit, see if there's any VC. Just doing some loops. And then next turn we'll have to send these helicopters back to refuel. I don't see anything. I think. Nice. Seems to be pretty quiet back here, so that's good. We have our gunship here, ready and waiting for in case any VC attacks. These Hueys, we're going to head back up here. Let's drop down. I can almost land, I think. Oh, I can land, and he can refuel. Next turn we can load up and get him ready. This guy can't load. He's out of action points, so we can't even go down to low. Alright, that's that. Now, our next combat assault. Let's go in, drop down, unload. Do the same with this guy. Go in, drop down, unload, and let's take off again. And take off again. So this has... Oh, we're gonna just send these guys back, I think. Send them back towards the airfield. This helicopter we can bring in. Drop down again, unload. Do we have enough to take off? Ooh, we can get off the ground, but we can't go anywhere. That's too bad. The infantry. We want to start securing this area. Do we have a... Oh, no. What are we going to do? Oh! Freaking mines. So let's send this guy over to here. This guy can start meandering this way to that location. And here again, we're trying to stay off the road as much as we can because odds are good it's going to be mined. And these helicopters, we have a gunship team, a snake team. We can move them around just so you can hear the sounds. Different sound. Heavier sound for a larger gunship because Hueys are 2 blades. What are we going to do? We're going to move this truck up closer. This infantry we're going to send along this trail to go to that location there. So let's double time him, collect that point, and try and get into this. No, not enough. I'm going to move this truck to here. We're going to leave that truck there so it can pick up this infantry on the way back. This infantry can head back towards this truck. And it will load up. Who does this belong to? Let's see. So that is this entire company. They're operating way too far away from each other, but we'll send this guy to collect that point up there. And what's down here? Hey, Stipe, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. So we need to start building our base. We have our mortars. Where should I build my trenches? Let's build a trench here. So we're going to build a trench here, here, and here. Leave the landing zone open. We do have another team that's supplied. Oh, yeah, we can supply here. So actually what we can do, how is this team? They still have a few turns. So we're going to leave them on the ground. Okay. Get these guys on the airfield. Can these guys load? No way. No. So this whole entire company, I think what we're going to do is use that. We don't... you know, since we're going to move our helicopters south after they refuel, we're just going to send this infantry company up by foot. We might as well. There's no need for it to fly up there by helicopter. So we need our helicopters in the south. And yeah, so we'll have them come back, refuel, and head down south. This Chinook. What's down here? So we need to lift. We need that 6 strength point Chinook to carry that battery. We can also use the Chinook to carry the 4 strength point Chinook to carry that. So let's do that. Let's get our Chinook in the sky. And we can start heading that thing south. That's pretty much all we can do for 1st 16th area. They're on task. They're pretty much done in the next handful of turns. They have to go secure this, secure these, secure that, and the 1st 16th is done. All they have to do is build their fire base and prepare for any meandering VC, which I don't see yet. We still have all of our areas, so that's good. Stipe, we lost a LRRP team, unfortunately. It got hit by a sniper, so we only have one left. It was the one that we were operating on this hill. I was heading towards this intersection, and we ran into a sniper here, and it killed our team. Yeah, that sucks a lot. Tell me about it. We were all surprised and disappointed. Boo. Alright. This guy's still digging in. Let's go and grab our units. We do have an escort here with helicopters. Let's just move them up. Again, new sounds. I went through and updated the sounds for pretty much everything. Our aircraft, I mean. I'll call in an airstrike for you here in the near future, Stipe, before we end this, just so you can hear. Do I have, how many do, oh, I have 3 air power, so that's good. I don't want to waste them right now, but I will. So again, it's very wise to make sure that you're giving the pathing a couple of clicks to make sure that everyone is staying where they need to go. Do they have 100% casualty rate? The problem is that, well, that's true. They did have a 100% casualty rate historically. Yeah. So unfortunately, they had a bad day. It was a bad day indeed. It is. What do you think, Stipe? So right now they have a defensive 10, which typically a sniper is attacking at a 12 at 1 hex. So I'm wondering if we should increase that to 12 for just the LRP teams. What do you think? Do you think that'd be a good idea? At least give them a chance when running into a sniper? Or do you think we should just leave it like that and it is what it is? What do you think? Let me know what you think. While you do that, I'll continue moving. So it basically boils down to the combat results table. So if we look at the manual, maybe, the manual, and then do a search for combat results. Let's see if we have a table in here to show. No, we don't, but if I recall correctly, there is somewhere the combat results table here. So here is the combat results table, and then we have a whole bunch of them inside because there's 7 different attacks. So if something rolls, for example, this is the odds. So how do I explain this? If I'm attacking at a 12 and you're defending at a 12, that means there's 1-to-1 odds. So there's, I think how it goes is 3 SP loss, 2 SP loss, 1 SP loss, and then disruption and something else. I don't remember exactly. Or a morale hit. A chance for a morale hit. So there's 0 chance at 1-to-1 of a 3 SP loss. There's 0 chance of a 2 SP loss, but there's a 5% chance of a 1 SP loss. And morale, I have to figure out exactly where that is. I don't remember what the numbers are. But anyways, that's kind of what it boils down to, is that there's a very limited chance. So the better the odds, the more likely you're going to do some damage. So at 20-to-1 odds, you're really likely to cause, your 20% chance of likely to cause a 3 SP loss, basically, if that makes sense. So this defensive value, let's go back to the LRP, is 10. And if are attacking at 12, I guess that's almost a 1-to-1 loss or ratio anyway, but the higher this number is, let's see. So at 1 hex, for example, this particular unit fires at 18 against hard attack, so that's probably a 16 against soft. So a defending unit would be attacking at 16 against whatever the defense is. So if it's a 2 or an 8, for example, that would be a 2-to-1 odds that unit will be attacking against the defensive unit. This assault value is a different thing altogether. But defense, that's what the defensive calculations are based on for firing. So anything that's higher than a 10 will have better odds of causing a disruption or something like that. I get it. So give them higher die roll against, essentially. Well, without knowing how these units usually do, they should be a bit higher since they were considered elite. And by definition, they will always be by themselves behind enemy lines, so having a higher value might give better gameplay. Otherwise, they might end up... Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. And basically, it's the same principle as the difference between these ravens here. Notice that they have a defensive 7, so I wouldn't be flying around trying to draw fire. But my loaches, if you look, they have a defensive 12, so they can more likely soak up more ammo or more hits before they are eliminated or reduced or even disrupted. So I think for the LRP teams, I will do that. I think I might bump them up to maybe, I don't know, even 14. But then we don't want them to be invincible too, right? So maybe 12. Maybe 12, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll include that for 1.23. That's true. That's true. That they can't fly away from an NVA regiment. So right now they're 10. Their assault is good. They have an assault of 12, and their fire cost is 33, so they can fire 3 times. But maybe we should we'll bump that up to 14 for 1.23, and then we'll test it and we'll see. Play with that and see if it's too high. Maybe at least 122. 14. Let's do 14. I think that's a fair number. And then we'll see how that is. So I'll do that for the Americans, the Australians, and I don't know who else has special forces in the game. I mean, New Zealand maybe? But no, they didn't have any special forces that I remember. Or did they? I don't remember. Don't remember. But okay, yeah, I'm going to write that down. Bump up LRP to 14 defense. Okay, we'll do that. So I'm just giving the pathing some insights, not letting it do its own thing. And that's especially important every time there's an elevation change and a corner. So elevation change, going to where I want it to go, and then corner, or straight stretches. Let's go further down. That's not ours. And then these guys. So we know there's a minefield or something around here somewhere. So let's unload. Can he move? Oh, there's something there. Darn it. There's a roadblock or something there, so it must be... So we'll just get everyone else to catch up. Do we have other not mines, but engineers? Oh yeah, we do, right there. Oh, they're empty. They are not, though. So let's get them all the way up here as well. So we're going to have all our engineers leading the pack. They went way off the road. Unbelievable. So those are our slowest units. Our tanks, obviously. Okay, can't go any further, so yeah, let's just get these guys on the road. Then everyone's on the road. Now we do have reinforcements, so let's see what they are. Some more trucks. Oh, where is that? Oh, those are our supplies. Where are they? Way down here. So they are going to go up this road all the way up towards Lai K, and they have to stop at Lai K to start gaining our supply, because right now we're down to 68, so they have a long road ahead of them. They have to stop at each of these bases. I don't remember how long. I think it's 10 turns. Ugh, that's a long time. These are under 12. Yep. Let's get them on the road. There we go. I think we moved everything now. We are good to go. Just as an FYI, I have a road trip coming up, and it'll be starting after the session next, or on this coming Wednesday. I'm going to do the session when I get home from work straight away, so it will be a little bit earlier than usual. I'm hoping to be starting at 4:30 or somewhere in there, Pacific, so I can finish it and then get on the road, because I have a 6-hour drive that night, followed by another drive the following day. So I want to get this done. I want to get on the road after 2 hours, so by 7 o'clock it'd be nice to be on the road. That way I get to where I'm going by 1-ish. Oh, good. That's great, Stipe. If I'm home earlier that day, then I will start it earlier, but I'm going to say probably around 4:30 is when I will be starting next week's session. And that being the case, next Sunday, I'm not sure what the plan is yet, as I might be driving, I might not be. I might do the session later on that day, so we do still have a session. I'm just not sure it'll be at 10 a.m. like today. So I'll be on the road for 10 days, basically. And then I'll be back to my normal schedule. I won't be doing any more holidays for the rest of the year. So I'll be around. Oh, Stipe. We went over some scripting at the very beginning of the session to show what my thought process behind scripting a company for the future TET DLC. So you might want to catch that on YouTube later just to check it out, see if that's kind of interesting. I might do some sessions that deal with just that in the future, but I'm not sure yet. All right, we are turn 67. 3 airstrikes remaining. 6 headquarters unidentified supply. 3 units low on ammo. 4 aircraft need to get refueled, and we did build in a position finally. Okay, let's go in the north. Did he recover? No, of course not. Darn it. Helicopters. We can load them. These guys can drop down, and hopefully they can load. Next turn they'll be all refueled. We do have more helicopters coming, I think. There's some right there. Yeah, Lewis scripting for... So basically I went over my thought processes for one particular VC company, the first one that I'm working on for this particular scenario, and just showing, where the die rolls come into play, and then how deep down the rabbit hole one can go if they really wanted to. Let's finish the northern stuff. So they're still waiting. You know what? Since everyone is just waiting here, let's dig in, just in case we get attacked. Because that's a landing zone there. This is a landing zone, and we're waiting for our slicks to come pick us up, but they are all busy right now because we don't have enough slicks. Did I lose? I think I lost some slicks. Let's check. Yeah, I lost 2. That was our slick team that was putting in our LRRP teams. Oh, look at that. 14 points that LRRP cost. Damn, that sucks. Let's just take a look at the status. 10,000 in the hole. That's not good. Oh, shit. I mean, oh, darn. Look at that. The VC have collected 21,000 points. On the bright side, we're just ahead now with the objective locations, so that's good. So that gives us a surplus, which is good. So we've collected some points, but not nearly enough. And look at that. The VC are just rocking it. Unacceptable. That hurts. But it's only day 2, so we have lots of time yet. And then as each day goes by and the more of these points that we're collecting, it'll start adding up. I hope. I hope, anyway. And look, Stipe, we've built some IEDs now. We're making some progress with our IEDs. No, not there, though. So these are the last 2 here that we're going to build there, so that's good. I'm also keeping an eye out to make sure that the VC aren't going, backtracking into our areas, because they get points for that if they decide to recapture any particular point. Oh, no, they did too. Did I miss that point? Oh, no, these are New Day points. Never mind. Sorry, I was confused. Okay, let's get our engineers meandering down to this location, this road. Infantry. Oh, okay, we need to get our helicopters refueling, so let's bring them up here. And land. They're happy now, and we have loaches around here too, I think, somewhere. There's the loaches. Let's keep our team together. And drop down. And unload. And we can... do we have an... Oh, yeah, we can. So we can move this guy. Get him up in the sky. Move as far as we can. Do we have another? Oh, yeah, we have our big Chinook here. Drop down. Unload. So, this guy, on the other hand, we need to send him south. So, let's do that. So, he can't move up to the high flight zone. We'll just fly down in low as far as we can. And we'll have to stop him somewhere on the way to refuel. Alright, construction platoon. Let's go there. Let's take a look. Where do we need to go? Let's send this infantry platoon down into here and start securing these locations. And once this one here is... Actually, since we have a construction platoon, we're going to move this infantry platoon out and start securing this northern part. We have another infantry platoon here. Can we cross? Let's send him down this side to secure these. Let's unload before we lose our jeeps and take a stroll. Oh, look at that. There must be something there because we can't get it. The same, these machine guns, we're going to take a stroll down the road. Oh, these helicopters need to refuel. Okay, let's send them back up to Loch Ninh. And they will drop down. I think we have a gunship around here which needs to do the same. Yes, right there. So I'm going back to Loch Ninh, getting on the ground, refueling. These bridge engineers, they did a great job, but now they have to go over here. because there's a bridge that we have to build right there. And we're going to take our jeeps, go for a cruise. And we can't go anywhere there. Yeah. I can't remember, but do you get a notice if they recapture a point? It might be a good having a larger snare. No. And the reason I didn't do that is because you're supposed to be watching your stuff. That's the reason why I didn't do it. It's a task for you to do. Is that mean? Yeah, I think it probably is. It's pretty mean. Okay, we're going to go on that trail. Here, we're starting to secure these points. Yay! Again, I'm going to stay off the roads. These helicopters we can get in the sky. And we're just going to send them back here to refuel. All the helicopters are going to refuel. Can I drop down? Not all the way, no. Darn it. I know. How mean am I? Yes, making you think. Unbelievable. Okay, so all these helicopters are going to refueling. We're just going to send all these infantry by foot, as well as the construction platoon. Let's double time them and send them up here. And these guys also double timed, so let's see how far we can go. So they're all going to this fire base up here. That's where they're going to be hanging out. And we have one more platoon. Let's double time that. Send them this way as well. Alright, these helicopters are refueling. These ones didn't land yet, but they will. Let's go find our Chinooks, which are right there. They're up in the sky. And we have to send them all the way south. They're not going to get that far. Nope. They did decently. Ah, you know what? I should actually not be flying in this area. Because I don't know what's back here yet. So that's not very wise. Don't do that. Follow the highway. It's a safe route. Follow the highway. These helicopters, they're okay. These jeeps, I think we're done. We can start sending them back towards this fire base. We're going to start building this fire base. So what I've done is I brought all the mortars for my teams, for my infantry, so I can keep my infantry organized once they get up here. As you can see, I have these Arvin supply trucks hanging out. I think we're okay, so let's load these guys up. Bring them over here to capture that point there. These trucks we can follow this way. So I'm just escorting these are armed trucks. They have machine guns on them, and we're bringing them around here to collect our point. You know what? This company, there's a whole company here. Why is that? So this company here is gonna have to walk back because we only have handful of trucks. We only have 9 trucks basically to move everyone. We'll leave one in One company in trucks, and the other ones will just hang out at the airbase, just to keep an eye out, make sure that we're not being attacked anywhere, and use that as a fire brigade for 16th. I have to keep an eye on Area Alaska to make sure that the VC aren't probing again. I might send some helicopters down there to go check things out, but again, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say. These helicopters need to land. So this airfield here, which helicopter, Stipe? Which one? Oh, this Chinook. Yeah, I'm worried about that now, actually. It's flying high, which is good. That means it's less likely to get shot down, but still, I don't know what's back here. Yeah, I'm going to fly back to the road after next turn. That's not good. All right. These guys. Sams. Yeah, no, not yet, fortunately. Yay for no Sams. I'm just going to zoom out and do that a little bit faster. We have our helicopters. Let's bring them up to the airfield. I'm just going to land these helicopters here. We have landing zones. We don't have supplies yet, but they are coming. This dozer built something. Let's build a trench. So we have supplies trucks literally right here, which is fantastic. I think we have our brigade headquarters somewhere around here as well. Or there it is right there. Let's make sure that we're close. How are we going to do this? I think it was within a kilometer. Was it 1 kilometer, 4 hexes, or 2 hexes? I don't remember. I think it was 1 kilometer, so we're going to leave that there. That's fine. We have a bunch of empty trucks. And we're just moving to the intersection and then up. Get on top of the hill to the intersection and then up. Top of the hill, intersection, and that's as far as we can go. Okay. They're done. Here we have... Oh, we have helicopters. We have more helicopters. They're escorting, but they're not going to be able to escort for very long. Oh, no! Shoot. So I misclicked, and I put the engineers on the opposite side of that, which is not good. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to send this next set of engineers up there. Can we get in there? No, but we can unload. So these engineers will hop back on and head up to the next location here, which is a minefield. While these engineers take care of that. And then we will move up some of this other stuff. Oh, that's so annoying. And let's just get our column back up. Whew, this is a big convoy. No, it's 4 hexes to a kilometer. 250 meters per hex. So 4 hexes equals 1 kilometer. 6 hexes to a mile. Darn it. Damn tank decided to go the wrong way. Okay, do we have any more reinforcements? We do not. Oh, we have to move our supplies though, which are over here. This is the most important thing right here. That has to go to Kailai first, which is here. And I think it just has to be somewhere in this area within 8 hexes. So if that's the case, we can start gaining our supplies, because right now we're down to 66 for both artillery and ammo, regular ammo. Let's see, back at the base here, since these guys aren't doing anything, let's take the opportunity to dig in. They're still waiting for transport, so let's dig in. This is a good habit to get into, just digging in. If your troops aren't doing anything, they should be digging. Simple as that. And I think we've done everything now. Did our LERP get ammo? No, not yet. Okay, that's it. End the turn. Go up north. Oh, I wish I could see something back here, but no, can't see anything. So much movement. Holy crap. They're everywhere. Just taking a look. These are loaded, these aren't loaded. So basically one more flight of stuff and we should be able to get this particular fire base abandoned. Is good. Then we have, oh wait, there we go. 3 airstrikes remaining, 9 headquarters unable to provide supply, 3 units low on ammo. We need to land some helicopters, and we built some improved positions. That's good. Let's start to the north. Did it recover? No! Boo. Where is our... There it is. So these guys can load up and fly. One can fly further than the other. Where's our new fire base? Hello. There it is. It's a long flight. And this helicopter, we can load him up. Okay, so then all that's left over here is a headquarters, a mortar, and the machine gun that escorts the... A machine gun that escorts the battery. So after this lands, we'll only need to do 2 more flights. Can this guy load? Let's see. No, not enough action points to load. Hopefully they serve in-flight drinks and snacks. Yes, they do, for sure. Coors Light, probably. Or Bud, or whatever. I don't know. Or at least have a good movie. Yes. Good point. So we have a battery here. We have 1 trench done, which is good. This guy, he's secured something. Where is he going to go now? Let's go over here. And then this guy, oh, look at that. He's found some bunkers here along this road. That's not good. This construction platoon can start digging in. This platoon, we're going to start meandering down this way. Oh, that's good. Oh, there's our other Chinook. Let's get him in the sky. So this one we're going to send down to Chon Thanh to refuel. Because we should have... Let's see, how far is that going to go? Is it going to go all this way? Nope. We went too far. There it is. That's as far as it got. But let's grab our other Chinook while we're thinking about it. Bring it back to the road. And then fly down. Oh, darn it. Again, we're over VC territory. I don't know what's there. I'm glad there aren't SAMs. That's a good thing. But we're too early for that. Yay! Okay, back up north. Let's do our IEDs again if we can. Not so lucky. Ooh, we got lucky. Oh, he's out of ammo. I can't do anything with him. That's why it didn't work. But this guy did. Look at that. He laid 2 IEDs, claymores, along this northern. We just have 1 more left to do. And then we're good there. We have to grab our engineers. Get them on the road. Start doing their task. And then on the road. Oh, we ran into a roadblock. So that engineer actually has a lot to do yet. Oh, what's that? Oh, nothing. There's probably something there, though, because I can't move in there. Let's bring our trucks up. Yeah, no, that's a good good suggestion, Stipe. If they aren't doing anything else, why not make them 2x's deep? Yeah, I think I will do that. Just why not? Let's see. Where are major threats? There's, well, what we can do is do an entire, we can just go around and build an IED ring all around this entire city. We might as well. We have the days to do it, right? And we don't need to use these troops right now. I don't see why that would be a problem. I think that'd be a good idea. And then we can double it for sure. Good idea. Alright, these guys, they can just start heading back. These guys can come this way. We'll load them up. These vehicles can come back. And these guys are digging in. Yes. What's this? Infantry, because they're coming up here, right? Let's unload. Next turn we can capture that. This guy's going for a walk in the woods still. And this guy is done. He's going to get back on his truck. They're done. These guys can come over here and land. You have lots of ideas, but still getting your butt kicked. Well, that makes two of us, so don't feel bad. The nice thing about this particular scenario is that you can take those ideas and use them. There's lots of opportunity to, try out different things, which is kind of fun. I like that in this type of scenario where it's so big and so long that you have options. Oh, shoot, I ran into an ID, but didn't trigger it. That's good. Look at that, in the middle of nowhere, too. A freaking IED. I was not expecting that. These helicopters have refueled. These ones need to refuel. Let's get these ones up in the sky. And we're going to start sending them down to the airfield in the south where our reinforcements are. This battalion headquarters, I think we need to move over here, but we're going to just move these helicopters first before we do that, and then that's going to be moving up to here. Middle of nowhere, that sort of covers the whole map, doesn't it? Yes, it does, Type. That's so true. Awesome. Alright, did we build anything yet? No, we didn't. So let's get our troops out here. What do we have? Supplies, engineering vehicle. Let's move the engineering vehicle on the railway since it's empty. And here we have supplies. Let's move these supplies closer to the base. Although the supply trucks, we will move onto the airfield. These supply trucks will put on the airfield so we can have a place to refuel. This will be an important airfield for operations in the south here, so and we have a machine gun. Can we unload it? Yes. So we can use that to start building some improved positions. We have more supply trucks. So we have 4 of 5 hexes covered with supply trucks, and we have our brigade headquarters. Our brigade headquarters, let's move right there. So it's got a bunker. We'll unload it, and that should be good for them. Extra trucks, we don't care about those. What's this? More extra vehicles. We don't care about those. What's this? Some more, but these are armed. We'll sort out our vehicles after. First, now we're just going to get everyone here. More machine guns. Let's get them in a position to start building defenses. Let's just zoom out. And we'll ship everyone down the road. take a look. These jeeps and machine guns, let's just send them on the road since they're up here to go after some points. And let's use these two to do the same. We don't want to lose our dusters, so we're not going to lead with our dusters. Let's just put them there. We need to bring in some infantry to help clear that out, but the infantry's on the road. It's coming, just slowly. Alright, 1st 16th. These helicopters, we're going to send them up to Chon Thanh to refuel. Did they move? Yeah, we moved those already. Darn it. Engineers will load, come up to this minefield. Can we unload? No, not enough action points to unload. These guys will clear that road. Now we have a big backlog of vehicles. That kind of sucks. But everyone is there. We just have to move our supplies. Hopefully not get ambushed. Okay, so we're almost at Lai, which is good news. And I think we're done. That's all that we can do. Let's see, do these guys start building? Yes, we built one improved position. Perfect. And that's it. That's all we can do. So let's end the turn. Let's go up to here. Keep an eye on the trail. You know what? One thing I can do is add every time, or not every time, but after X amount of IEDs that your LRRP units lay in Cambodia, you might get some points. That way you're doing that. You're trying to interdict things. I don't know. What do you think? Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Like for every 5 IED set, you get like 100 points or something like that. What do you think? Reinforcements have... Oh, we have more reinforcements. Interesting. 3 airstrikes remaining. 8 headquarters unoverride supply. 2 units low on ammo. We have to check these helicopters to see where they are. And 2 more improved positions built. Yay! Let's double check where those helicopters are. Message log. No, sorry. Command report. 111-280. Let's double check where that is. Alt X 111-280. Oh yeah, they're on their way. Okay. They're on their way to the airfield here. I'm procuring more points. Is 100 a lot for that? I really don't know. Yeah, some sort of point system. That makes sense. And 50 more airstrikes. Touche! Touche indeed. Yeah, okay, I can add that though. For every 5 IEDs that you set, you get some additional points. I don't know how much though. 100 points, 200 points? I don't know. Well, based on that. Oh, that's... I think it went down. Okay, back in the north. Speaking of IDs, can we set one? No, not yet. That's annoying. Okay, what's more important? Let's get the mortars in the sky. These can move. Let's get them up into the high flight zone. Fly down towards our new firebase. And this can also fly down towards the new firebase. And let's zoom in. We can land, so let's land. Oh, look at that. They built a improved position, which is fantastic. We can unload some infantry. Perfect. I'm gonna leave an infantry company at this base just to protect it while we're building it, and the rest of these units will go down. And once these are secure, we're gonna send them back up to the base as well. Let's double time this guy down the railway tracks. Looks like it's okay. Where should we go with this guy? Let's go across and up. This guy's gonna go through the woods. Every time I go into a little village there, I'm absolutely terrified of an IED. I need more engineers. I only have the one engineer up here, and I don't have enough. Don't have enough. Oh, we found another minefield, apparently. Whew. Just bringing the vehicles along. That way, those machine guns have some quick escapes. And these bridge engineers, we can unload them next turn and build our bridge here in order to get these points across the river. We also have to send the machine guns down into the woods to capture these points as well. Oof. Need more troops. IEDs. Let's see. Can he? Yeah, he's recovered. So let's try. No, didn't get lucky. So we'll put them both on the same hex. See if we can have better luck that way. Oh, we have gunships here. We have gunships still. Perfect. We have transport as well. You know what? These trucks we can bring south. At least for the daytime. And we could use the trucks as a a tool for moving an infantry company if we need to. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll have these trucks down here at this fire base just for the day. That way, when we have our company here and it needs to help quickly somewhere, we can do that. We can use that as a fire brigade for there. All right, down south, all of our troops are heading back to the fire base because they've pretty much done what they need to do. We can load them up. Let's get off the road. Jeeps heading back to the base. Secure this hilltop. Yay! And double time our infantry in the woods. That's just, he's got a meandering trail to go there, but that's okay. And then all these troops here, the ones that lucked out with the ID, they still have not built anything yet. These gunships are refueled. They're building, they will be building. Okay, that's done. And here, these helicopters have refueled. Let's send them south. What's this? Oh, our Chinooks. They can land at Chon Thanh, I hope. Will they get that far? Let's see. Oh, they got that far, but they can't land. Next time they can land. And here we've landed, so we can refuel. We're going to start digging in with these guys. They're digging in. These trucks, get them off the road. Get them off the road. What's this? Battalion headquarters. I don't know for what battalion that is for. Let's see. The Howitzer Battalion. We're going to send them further north. Right. So they will go north. Whoops. Let's just double check. We have to make sure that we are moving the right units. Nice. Secured a whole bunch of stuff. Perfect. We just have one more little unit there. Oh, it looks like we have to build a bridge there for another future operation. Let's leave this guy up here. He's got line of sight. Okay. Again, we'll sort out the vehicles here to see who goes where. Oh, wait. Does that all belong to this? belongs to them. Maybe this whole group belongs to them. I have to double check. Shoot. Oh, our convoy's stuck. Alright, unload. Clear this mine. These guys have cleared the road, which is good. We can get them loaded. There's a mine and a block here. Let's get these other engineers all the way up. Can we pass through here? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so now we have lots of engineers moving. They're going to clear the road. We can get the rest of this column moving up here as quickly as we can. So many vehicles. Alright, and our headquarters, our supply, let's see what happens. Let's bring it all the way up here. Aha! Your supplies have arrived at ooh, I spelled that wrong, Kailai, and the supplies must be here for 5 turns to gain the ammo bonus. Okay. So we just need to leave these guys here for 5 turns, and we'll get some supplies before they have to go north. So that's all done. That's good. Do we have anything further south? No. And we do have our Chinooks. Let's bring them over here. Drop down, drop down, and so they're on the ground. We can load up these 106mm recoilless rifles next turn and get them flying. Oh, speaking of Chinook, where's our other Chinook? Oh, it's here. Okay. Starting to build. Starting to build. Oh, we're going to unload our brigade headquarters. And our leader. There we go. That's it. Let's end the turn. Oh, what do we have? What do we have? More snakes and loaches. Perfect. I wish they were hogs. Oh, let's go up north. They still haven't recovered. That's so irritating. So we're 10 turns into day 2. There's a lot of NDA over here. I'm not very happy with the way that we've laid our IEDs because we haven't hit anything yet. It's like, what? Really? Just looking around. Oh, there we go. We built enough trenches for the fire base in area Georgia. For building the fire base, we gained 500 points. All right. So that means area Georgia built 2 trenches within a kilometer. 3 airstrikes remaining. 10 headquarters, unable to provide supply. 2 units low on ammo. We have a Chinook that's low on fuel. That's not good. And a construction platoon and dozers have done something. Perfect. Starting in the north. No, not yet. We have our helicopters. Gonna head those towards the fire base. Well, they got there, which is fantastic. Unload. Can we go up? No, we can't. So we just have to fly as far as we can. And here... Now, what do we have at the fire base still? I think only... what do we have? I don't remember. Oh, we still have to fly up anyways. So I still have to transport all these... There's still another company I have to transport. I forgot about that. But what do we have at the base? We have 2 units left. So 2 helicopters need to fly back. And then the other ones can pick up this company. What do we have? No. Let's unload. Take off. And then they're going to here. Temp seems much too low for... Yeah, I think you're right. We'll increase them to 14, and that'll give them a little bit more longevity, which I think is important. Okay, decision time. We have a trench here. So we have enough trenches for what we need. Now the question is, do I continue building trenches with these dozers at this landing base? Or should I just, I have the construction platoon available and the dozer. Should I just keep building trenches just for safety? What do you think? We have an infantry company here, at least. Is it the same company or no? Oh, that's good. Just this platoon is not the right one. And then who do you belong to? You're a different company altogether. And you're operating in the field, so let's send you out to the field then. You will head north or south. Secure these. That platoon is going to just take these 2 points and then head back. Then we have this company operating in the field here. And the other one is still waiting to be flown in. So we'll have 2 platoons here defending this at least. Let's just improve that. Let's just do it anyways. You know what? Let's send this construction platoon and send the construction platoon up here. And we'll build a defensive position there, because that at least gets some eyes and we can see something. This guy, let's see. Let's look at the terrain. Oh, there's a trail here. Well, let's go down the trail. Can't cross there. Oh man, there's points all the way over here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of points over here. So I need to fly into this landing zone, actually. So this last company, that's where that's going, is into this landing zone. So we can go take these points. I totally forgot about those. I thought we were just doing these. Haha, darn it. Okay, unload. Let's start clearing this road. Shoot. Okay, so what we're going to do is just a reminder for myself. I'm gonna grab a pink team. I'm gonna get them in the sky, and I'm gonna bring them down here. And let's take our loaches, put them over the landing zone. Now, this will remind me that I need to bring my troops into here because they have a lot to do. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Huh. Okay. That's fine. So these guys secured that. We're going to send them down the railway. And then these guys, let's load them up into the jeeps and then send them over to this trailhead. And then these guys can go down. So the machine guns are going to go down this trail. These machine guns are going to go down the railway. And that'll secure that area there. Bridging engineers. We have to build a bridge here. So we're unloaded. Notice that it costs 75 action points to unload the bridge engineers because they have so much crap with them, it takes them a long time to do anything. I think you found your next destination for the construction crew. I will receive more battalions if I remember. Yeah, so I do get 3 more American battalions coming in the next couple of days, as well as their ARVN units will be released. I think there's 2, maybe 3 battalions of ARVN that get released. Oh, oh yeah, you think so? Here, you mean? Oh, that's true. The only problem is I don't have a way to transport them because I sent my Chinook south because we need them down south. But no, you're right. That'd be a good place for a fire base. That totally would. That would indeed. Huh. Decisions. Let's see. Let's go back to the log in for a second here, and let's see if we can build some IEDs. No. No. Both of them failed. Losers. Okay, first 16th. What are we doing? We're loading up. So here's our fire base. We have almost... I should actually, I'm going to build an approved position right there. That's still within 4 hexes, and that'll cover this hill. So we're going to build trenches and improve positions all around this area here. We do have our gunships here. We have ARVN fuel. Man, it's taking a long time to build that stuff, though. Look at that. They're waiting for the infantry. These guys are coming. These infantry are heading back. Okay, now we no longer need. So this whole battalion, actually, or this is the helicopter supply, and we were told that they have to go here. So we're going to move these supply units, this whole group. Let's grab it. Oh, out of action points already. But this battalion, this supply unit belongs to... Who do you belong to? Oh, wait. Who do you belong to? The second... Oh, these are artillery. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay. These helicopters we can send all the way south. We're going to follow the road. Get in the habit, follow the road. How far can they go? Almost to Contan, that's not bad. And we have one more. Okay, now we have our Chinooks that we need to land and refuel. And over here, we have our other Chinooks that can load up and take off. Can we go? Yeah, we can go up to high and then start flying towards Contan. Down here in the south, lead of our convoy, making sure we're not going to get ambushed. We have engineers going to drive all the way up to the next location. And I think these ones have cleared. Yes. Get those on the road. These engineers are going to go also load all the way up to the front of the line. So there's a roadblock and a minefield there, so it'll take a couple of turns, but we can get everyone else following. Let's just zoom out, do this faster. Why are they so slow? Oh, because I have too many vehicles there, that's why. And we have reinforcements. Oh, we did get helicopters though. Where are they? Where are helicopters? Oh yeah, another pink team. Let's put them up in the sky, all the way up. And let's fly them up here. So they are close escorts. They can't fire at high, but at least they are in the area. Our supply units, we have to leave at like K. And we've started the slow process of transporting this company. We have Chinooks that have started, and we have these slicks on the way. They should be there next turn, and we can start transporting troops back and forth. But over here, what do we have left in this area to take? Nothing down here, but we can cruise over to this side. Let's go up here. Do you know where the new battalions will deploy? If I recall correctly, one is flying in at Minh Than. One is coming in down by the road. Actually, I think the other two are coming in by air and by the road, because where I'm going to get more helicopters. And then the last one flies in at Minh Than after I secure it. But I don't remember. I think that's day 4 that I have to secure that. When that's secure, then there's an X amount of turns that say, okay, you've secured this, now we can fly in here with the C-130s or whatever it is that they're flying in, or the Caribous. So yeah, they will be coming from the south. But those battalions will be operating in the south, right? They'll be operating out of Lai Khe and Minh Than, as well as Con Than. But mostly they're going to be clearing these areas in here, in the southern sector. Whereas these 3 battalions are going to be focusing on everything up north. And the ARVN, this battalion here, will be clearing this sector here. And then this battalion here, this ARVN battalion, will be clearing this area in here. These 3, the new brigade will be, I don't remember, it's going to be operating out of here, Con Than, or Lai Khe. But I know there's 2 battalions coming down by road and helicopter, 1 coming in by Caribou and 130 at Minh Than, and then this gets released, and I think this second will eventually start moving north. Was wondering if you could start building fortifications before the new battalion. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did. Here, I built up Lai Khe with trenches and whatnot with the 3rd Brigade headquarters, because I know there's going to be the 1st Brigade headquarters that are going to be operating out of here. And I know the 3rd Brigade battalion or 1st Brigade battalions are going to be operating out of this airfield as well. So I'm trying to build this up as quickly as I can with the units that I have, the spare units that I have. The idea is that there's 3 American battalions going to be operating in the north. There'll be 3 operating in the south, and I think there's 3 ARVN units, main ARVN units, that are going to be operating somewhere in the center and eastern side mostly. There's a lot of units coming on, really. And on the bright side, since they're going to be coming on 2 of the battalions are going to be coming on the map in the south, there's not a lot of movement. Like, this is the largest movement that I have during these initial days, is moving this entire battalion up to area Alaska, or whatever area. What is this? Area Arizona or Alaska, or what is it? Area Arizona. Once I have the units here, it'll be more the same where I'm doing with these 2 battalions up here. I have to move everything by air, or if I do move it by truck, it will be a tedious thing, right? Based on the way that this is operating so far, we've cleared area Alabama. Let's go to the review map. So we're clearing this area now, and we're going to be clearing these 2 areas here. So what are we doing? It looks like we're clearing QL13, because QL13 is our main supply route. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start clearing area Wyoming, or area California, or Oregon, or Colorado. Probably not Colorado, because that's out of the way. But I think anything along QL13 is going to be one of our priorities. You know, clearing area Virginia, Pennsylvania, Texas, Nevada. These are going to be very important areas for us to clear in the coming days. And then as those are clear, then we'll probably be going out into these other areas like Utah, Texas, Dakota, etc. This here, my guess is that once area Georgia is clear, this battalion is going to be operating out of area Kentucky, because that's where QL13 is. So it's clearing the areas that are by the main roads. These are the main roads. So we might even be able to go into area Florida. Either Florida or Kentucky, because LTL 17, that's a pretty major road. QL13, that's a major road, so we'll probably be going into either Kentucky or Florida with 2nd 28th. The 1st 16th, we might even be going to area Oregon. I don't know. I don't know where we're going to go after this, actually. I'm curious. I don't remember where we're going to go. But yeah, I can see clearing the areas around the main highways being the most important thing, because we need to secure our supply routes. As we saw, we have a supply vehicle, our main army supply or division supply coming up, and it's going to be stopping off at all these locations. And if we don't clear the road, we won't get supplied. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it. It kind of hurts my feeling. So yeah, we have to nuke that. And we can no longer plural it. Our LRP team is still operating here. Ah, that's sad. That is sad. So far, this hasn't really changed, except for we're going to start moving this over to here, up to Quan Loi Airfield. Otherwise, we still have, everyone is basically where they're supposed to. Well, no, actually, this headquarters is now up here. And these guys, they're still stuck clearing this road at 301. They're still clearing it. But they're almost done there, though. Once these mines are clear, I think that clears this whole sector all the way up to Chon Thanh. So they can move pretty quick once that's done. And we're 10 turns into day 1, which is lots of time. Which is kind of unnerving, actually. This battalion has mostly moved. Actually, no, it has moved. We can say that it's moved now to this location. It's just a couple of units left here. And this engineer is still doing that. This has basically moved to here. The headquarters is still there. The task force is still there. Yeah, no, that's basically what's happened. This is actually up here. This is now at Chon Thanh. Yeah, so this is at Chon Thanh. The headquarters is just on the north side of Chon Thanh. And then we're going to move this all the way up to this new location up here. Total wish list item, give this to Berto, is to have this map integrated into the game and have it update automatically to reflect your movement. Yeah, that's a big wish list item. I wish that would be possible, totally. But that's a future thing. That's not going to happen anytime soon. That would be awesome if it could, though. That'd be glorious. But there we go. That's the current situation. Let's take a look at the jump map, just so we can see how it relates. So our one LRP team, that's up here. And we have the remaining company at, there's 2 units here at the firebase. There's a company waiting at a landing zone here. And most of the battalion is already operating and clearing area Georgia. The engineering, we just started clearing this road. We finally finished that one location. It has 30 turns to clear that whole thing. So I might actually fly up an engineer from down here to help with that, because I don't know if he's going to have time to do everything. That's a long task list that he has to do by himself. So I might fly an engineer from down south. This is all 2nd 28th Infantry area. And you can tell that all this area down here, these are the 2 companies clearing and protecting the new firebase that we built. Down here is Anlock, and we have 1st 16th companies pretty much finishing what they need to do, and they've built this firebase now here at area Minnesota, or in area Minnesota. They've cleared it, they've built it, pretty much we're good to go there. Oh no, sorry, it was area Georgia that they built the firebase. Here they're still working on it. We are moving the 1st Aviation Battalion headquarters to here, and the supply units as well. That'll take a few turns to get through, but we'll get that done. To the south, here's Chon Thanh. This is Chon Thanh. We've brought the 3rd Brigade headquarters up to Chon Thanh now, as well as we're going to start moving 2nd, which is this column here, as well as some infantry from here, all to Chon Thanh and clear area Arizona. And that should be all we have to do for day 2. Straightforward and simple, but again, much like Mekong, the first couple days are easy, just so you can get used to your units, get used to how you have to think about management for helicopters. For example, I've had to bring some helicopters from An Loc down here to transport this battalion. I only have enough helicopters to move 2 companies at a time, so I have to use them very, very wisely. Fortunately, area Minnesota I can do mostly by walking and truck, so I don't have to have those helicopters. But day 3, different situation, different areas, I might need to really watch my helicopter use, and I have to make sure that I don't lose any, because that is a bad day if I start losing them. On that note, I think we're going to leave it there. And it's been a couple hours. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you for your feedback today. Thank you, Red Sox Cutie, and thank you, Stipe, for your conversation and questions, and makes things so much more interesting and exciting when you do that. So, again, just a reminder, Wednesday I will probably be streaming earlier than 6 p.m. I'm hoping for around 4:30 to start, maybe a little bit earlier, but I will stream for the 2 hours as usual. And then Sunday, we're not sure when that stream is going to happen. It will happen, just not sure when during the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you have any comments or questions, you can ask them down below. I answer all the questions, so doesn't matter what it is, I will get some feedback to you, no problem at all. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend and a good week coming up. Enjoy the last little bit of summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And on that note, I will talk to you soon. Take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.